Hey guys, welcome back. So I have another video for you where what we're going to do is improve the visualization in a Zabbix. And to be more specific, we're going to upgrade one of the widgets that we have. And I'm going to be talking about the item value widget. And the upgraded version of it is going to look like this. So we're again going to use the wiki page from the itemMAX and talk about the itemMAX widget module. Call it whatever you want. And how it looks like out of the box. We can go to the Zabbix front and I have the version 7.0 basically. But if we, let's say, create a new dashboard and call it video, and in it we can create item value. Let's find it where it is, item value widget, which has one of the lightest configuration options. Like the only thing that we need to choose is one item. I'm going to pick the host Zabbix server and let's say choose CPU utilization, right? So we've picked one item, then we can choose what do we want to show, description, time, value, change indicator. We can do also some a bit more like advanced configuration and override host, but in general, everything remains the same. Like we can save the changes, we can see time, right, the name of the widget, and we can see the value. CPU utilization is 9.56%, and we can see the trend is down, and we know that that's the CPU utilization. But can you tell, like, what is the problem here? Because the problem is kind of obvious. Like if I just right now turned on my dashboard and I see, okay, it's 9.56, I don't know what happened in the past, and that is the biggest problem, because it's very likely that, let's say, for the previous hour, the value was sitting on like 95+% utilization, which is pretty much a disaster for the server I would be monitored. And based on this widget, I really cannot know that because I have just one value, the latest value received by the item, and the trend, whether or not it is going down or going up. But I don't have the historical data. Like I need to go to the monitoring latest data and then view the graph, which is a lot of extra clicks and not a good user experience. So that is exactly what the itemMAX widget solves, because it basically remains to have like the same stuff. We still have this one value and we have this arrow down or arrow up to decide the trend. But the most important thing that we do have, we also have a graph like in the background of this widget so that we can see also the past values of this item, and we can tell like how it behaves in some time period, which overall gives us much more explanation of what is going on in our environment. And here are also some examples of configuration and how it actually looks. There we go, in the dashboard. So you can even choose whether you want to have just a regular graph or these, whatever, I forgot how they're called, like this one, CPU utilization, right? And installation is super simple. But before we talk about the installation, how you can actually get this widget. This widget has requirements of supported Zabbix version 7.0. So this is going to work if you have a Zabbix 7.0, and that is LTS version. Zabbix 8.0 is scheduled to be released sometime soonish, right? So maybe this will get some bump in the version to also support the 8.0 version. And a minimal supported PHP version is 8.0, but if you're running 7.0 Zabbix, this is not going to be a problem. So again, some couple of key features, how it looks like. And where I'm going with this is to the fact that this widget actually has two editions. We can call it like that. I always advertise all the free stuff, so the widget has also a free option where you don't need to pay anything. You can just download it, set it up for your Zabbix, and enjoy the main benefits that it gives. And for those who want some extra functionality, you can get a pro version, which is $99. And I will also throw in my discount code, which was for 25%, which is for 25%, and that's applicable for all of the purchases in itemMAX eShop. So link in the description. Go check it out. Maybe you can find something useful for your Zabbix monitoring. But long story short, like what's the main difference between free and a paid version? Free one is you basically get it like this, and that's it. You cannot customize like the graph type and so on. What else? You cannot have like color selection, aggregate functions, customizable time period for data display. But this, like having at least a default graph in the background of the value, is already like 90% of the value that you need, and that is available for free. So it's still like amazing deal for everyone with the Zabbix 7.0, which brings us like how to get it. If you want to get a paid version, then you need to go this Get Pro, agree to everything. There's going to be the payment section. There's also going to be the place where you can enter my coupon code, which is in the description. You get the discount. Then you get everything in your email. You'll have the login and password to itemMAX GitLab, and there you'll have an option to just clone the pro version and set it up for your Zabbix. If you're on a free version, then kind of installation steps are the same. The only difference is that you don't need to pay anything. So how the installation of custom modules and custom widgets happens in the Zabbix, you need to open your CLI. So you need to have access to the Zabbix frontend server frontend. So having access to database or Zabbix server is not necessary. Then you need to move to directory user share Zabbix modules. That is the place where all of the modules are located and where you need to put them. And then it's a matter of running a git clone command to clone the full repository. And here is the repository for the free version. I already have here the pro version, right? And when you did the git clone, just make sure that you set up a correct permissions. This might cause trouble, like whenever you clone the repository with your own personal user, as example, and the Zabbix frontend is running with some different user, then Zabbix frontend doesn't have permissions to access this git clone or folder that you just downloaded, and then you just won't see it in the frontend. We're exactly in the frontend where all of the modules are available under the administration section, general and modules. So to set this up, you're gonna need either assistance from someone who has a Zabbix super admin role in the Zabbix frontend, or you just need their account. Then when you cloned the Git repo in user share Zabbix modules, you need to click scan directory, and you will see one new module with the outer itemMAX. And by default, all new added modules are disabled. So we can either search by name or just search by the status disabled and enable it. And that's basically the only thing that you need to do. So right now we can change the filter back and just double check that. Interesting. Yeah, case sensitive. So here is the itemMAX from itemMAX, and it is enabled, so we are free to use it. How to use it? Exactly the same as any other widget in Zabbix dashboard. So we go to our good old dashboard where we have the regular item value widget. Click edit. I'm going to create a new one here. And instead of item value, we need to find itemMAX. Here it is. And as you can see, like the configuration view is a little bit different. Like if you will be on the free version, I think you will not have everything here in the bottom. I'm not sure about this. Probably you will have option to change the graph type to staircase or bar or something like that. But basically, again, let's call it CPU, whatever, item. So we need to choose some item that we want to visualize. I'm going to again go with the CPU utilization, show description, value, time, change indicator. Let's go with the line, graph type, and basically leave everything default. And there we go. Save changes. I forgot something. So what did we forgot? Color. Yeah, color by default is white. That's why we don't see it. So let's change it to, I don't know, let's go with purple. Click apply. And there we go. We start to see the graph. Why it is not till the end? Well, just because I've started my Zabbix before recording this video like 10 minutes ago. So it has not plotted historical values for all of the time. Like with the time, it's going to go for the full. And then we have an amazing options like to change like the staircase, and maybe let's go with some red, pink color, whatever. And it looks like this. What else? Oh, sorry. Let's go back here. What else kind of options we have? We can change this to the bar. Then it looks like this. And in the advanced configuration, so we can change description to specify like item name comes from the macro. We can put here like host. I think that should also work fine. CPU utilization Zabbix server. If you want to add a space in between, then just add space in between here. There we go. Yep. And what else? Advanced configuration. So we can change like the size, the colors, bold, for everything. Description, value, time, change indicator, colors as well. Like if it goes up, it's going to be green, or maybe let's make it yellow. And the thresholds, how we want to show them as well. Aggregated function, like the minimal, maximal, average. If we don't want to see so much like all sort of different spikes, but want to see the aggregated average data, right? Click apply. There we go. It's not green anymore. It's yellow. So that's about it. That's all the configuration, everything that you need to do. And after that, you can rework all of your item value widgets. And I kind of actually don't like the description. Let's remove it. Yeah, so it looks better like this. And yep, that's the way how to improve it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have some questions or anything else, just let me know in the comments. Other than that, see you later and bye-bye.